timing of spring sprays in your pastures to really target some of those life cycle stages, and time right again for red-legged earth mite is something that you should go and have a look at. It's just a website that helps you actually time that spring spray to make sure that you get that that stage of the red-legged earth mite life cycle before they produce those diapausing eggs. So you might have areas like this where you've just got your crop there, but you've got a weedy area that has a whole lot of volunteer crops, might have had some pasture at some point that's got some Patterson's curves and some other stuff going on as well. This would be a really good host for some of these types of pest species. Some of these non-crop vegetation patches, I'm not recommending that you go out and herbicide all of these patches, but it does help if you know that they're around and they might be acting as a host for some of those pest species in the crops. I should say we've done a lot of work on which plant species are hosting pests and beneficials in these non-crop and native vegetation patches, and we've found quite consistently that the native plants within the native vegetation patches are really good at supporting beneficials but don't support many pests. And the broadleaf weeds within those patches are really good at supporting pests. So in these patches, I wouldn't worry terribly much about your acacias or your eucalypts. I'd be worried more about your broadleaf weeds, your Patterson's curves, your capeweed, some of the brassicaceae weeds. That's about all I had to say today. Thank you very much for listening. And if anyone's got any questions.
Yeah, the cutworms, they seem to be quite prevalent. I've often noticed digging around, I didn't realise actually what they were, but they always curl up. And they seem to be pretty well everywhere, but I haven't really noticed a lot of damage in crops. I'm just wondering whether or not at some stage, you know, those bare patches that you talked about that you put down to other factors are in fact just small populations of cutworms.
They could well be, and I think it's also, it seems sporadic, but I think they're there all the time, but the damage seems sporadic because I think the plants are only vulnerable for a very short period of time. So it might be that they're a week or two later and it doesn't cause any damage. So I think it's more the nature that they're probably always around in the landscape, but it's not often that they get to high densities and then interact with the crop just at the right time to cause damage. So. Any other questions? Thank you. Thank you.